So you bought a zip line and you went to set it up and you found out it's just a little bit too short. Today I'm gonna show you what your options are so that you can get zip lining. So stay tuned. What's up everybody? I'm Jeff Smith and this is Fun-Sized Adventures, which is our family vlog all about getting you and your family outdoors and active. Today, we're continuing our backyard series where we're setting up a zip line. Now last year we bought this zip line. This is the 75-foot zip line from the brand CTSC. We went with that because it was the most affordable. We went to set it up only to find out that most of our trees that we have in our yard are a little bit longer than that. We ended up having to settle for some that were a lot less, like only like 60 feet apart, which made the line a lot shorter and just not everything that it could be. So there's probably a lot of you that ended up in the similar position, and we want to show you what the options are to get the most out of your zip line and to get it as long as possible. All right, the first option. In this scenario, you haven't bought the zip line yet, and you're just doing your research. Always buy longer than you think you need. That's gonna be the cheapest thing in the long run. It's only like 20 or 30 bucks to upgrade another 20 feet onto your zip line when you're buying the whole kit at the beginning. And that will be worth it, and the headache it'll save you. 20 bucks will be nothing compared to the other options I'm gonna lay out. So if you haven't bought yet, go for the longest you can afford. All right, your second option for upgrading your zip line to make it fit a longer distance is going to be to just upgrade the main cable. Now you can buy these on Amazon from the brand CTSC, and they're gonna run you about 80 bucks for a 95-foot cable, which I have the 75-foot, so that would be a 20-foot increase and would be enough to get me to where I needed to go. But 80 bucks, that's also our most expensive option. And the main reason I didn't go with that one today is because of the fact that the cables that they had were all 1/4 inch, and the one that came with my kit said that it was 3/16, so a little bit narrower. So I wasn't 100% sure if that would work. If you've done that, let me know in the comments because I might end up doing that in the future. All right, and then your third option, and this is the one that we went with today, is I found some trees that were just a little bit too far. When I pull out the cable, it gets just to the tree and just doesn't have quite enough length to wrap around it and attach to itself. So what I decided to do is this. For about 40 bucks, so right in the middle of the two options, I got another secondary cable that's like 8 feet long to wrap around the tree at the bottom, and then another turnbuckle to attach to that, and then some of these wire thimbles like this. This is metal piece here that the wire wraps around and then attaches to itself is called a thimble. I ordered some of those, but the proper size is still coming in the mail. It'll be here soon, so that the main cable I can wrap around, attach to itself with my wire ties, and then attach that to the turnbuckle and attach that to the secondary cable. And essentially both ends then will be the same. They'll both have the turnbuckle, which should help me get it a little bit tighter as well. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work. I'm kind of Frankensteining it together, so stay tuned to the end so you can find out if this was successful. One thing I learned last year when I set this up was that even though I got it done myself, it would have been a lot easier if I had a second set of hands. And so while we're waiting for the mailman to come drop off that last piece, I'm gonna give a call to another YouTuber friend of mine, see if he can come over and give me a hand setting this up. Let's see if he picks up.
We are here at the site of Fold Crater. Oh, hang on. One sec. Hello?
Hey, how strong are you?
Pretty strong. Who is this?
It's Jeff from Fun-Sized Adventures.
Oh, hey, hello, Jeff. How's it going? You alright?
Hey, would you mind swinging by my house and helping me set up a zip line? I could really use an extra set of hands.
Oh, you do know I'm in England, right?
Yeah, and I'm in New England, so how far could it really be?
No, no, it's actually pretty far.
Oh, that's no problem. I could probably handle it myself. Do you have anything cool coming up on your We Are the Bakers channel?
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that. I'm now at the site of the largest non-nuclear explosion ever recorded.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. There's still unexploded bombs here.
Really trying to blow up the channel.
Yeah, well, when it gets all edited, check out the video.
Hey, that sounds great. Look forward to it. Well, I better get back to setting up this zip line. Talk to you later.
All right, mate. Well, catch you later.
All right, bye. Be sure to check out his channel. There'll be a link on the end card of this video. For now, let's head down to the mailbox, see if that piece came. All right, there it is. When I ordered all this stuff, I ordered these, and they ended up being too small. So let's see what we got today, if it's bigger. All right, there you go. That's the right size. This was too tight of a bend for the wire to make, but this will be perfect. All right, now that we've got that, the last thing we got to do before we hang the zip line is knock a few trees down to clear the runway. All right, now that the path is cleared, I'm gonna skip over the first half of the setup because you've already seen that in our other video. If you haven't, check it out up here. So we've got our top end all assembled. We've got the cable, We've got blocks to protect our tree. We've got our turnbuckle, and then it attaches to our main cable. So what we're gonna basically do is recreate this at the other end. And that's gonna be what's different than the normal setup. The normal setup, you would just wind the wire around the tree and then clamp it onto itself. All right, we've got our blocks up there. We've got our wire around. We made sure it's at the right height so that you'll get the proper speed. Now we are going to attach this turnbuckle. All right, now next step, and make sure you don't forget this because I've forgotten it several times. We gotta pull the wire really tight and clamp it down, but do not forget this. You gotta thread the wire through your trolley and your brake before you do that. Otherwise you'll get it so tight it'll be perfect and you'll realize that stuff's not on there and you'll have to take it all apart again. I've been there, don't do that. All right, and then once those two are through, you wanna slide it all the way to the top, kind of to like tie it off to the tree somehow, because that way it's not gonna pull down as much weight. If you're trying to tighten up the wire and you've got the weight of this stuff in the center, it's gonna feel that much heavier. But if you have it up near the anchor point at the other end, it's gonna make everything a lot lighter. We're to the point where everything up until now has gone according to plan. Everything from here on is theoretical. So I've got the wire through the thimble there. Seems like it's gonna let me pull it tight. I'm gonna be up on this ladder. I've got this bench on its side to help hold the wire up in the middle. If all this works out, it should be possible to do with one person. All right, I've got one anchor point. Now I'm gonna take this one and put it as close as I can to that turnbuckle.
He gave me his hand.
And now that one is where I want it. This one that's dangling on the end here, I'm gonna take off, put maybe 6 inches down from that, and then this one move down. And then that should be their final resting place. But you don't need to see that, because it's gonna be more of the strenuous stuff. We've got all three of our clamps moved down here, nice and tight. The next thing we gotta remember to do is to tighten our turnbuckles down. So you're just gonna start rotating those so that they start threading on. Don't go the wrong way, or then they'll fall off and you'll have to start over again, and you'll be really mad. All right, now the turnbuckle at the bottom, I only did about halfway, but this is already a lot tighter than I was able to get it last year. Hopefully you don't get going too fast and smash into that tree at the bottom. That wouldn't be good. A little bit of leftover wire, I'm gonna wind around, pull back this way, stick through here somewhere, and just kind of get it out of the way. We gotta do the safety test. All right, let's see. All right, let's see how far you bounce back. Yeah, you are up pretty high. May have installed the bottom end a little bit too high. You could always loosen it back up a little bit and that'll bring it closer to the ground. All right, clear the bump. Whoa, moderate speed. Can you get down from there? Or do we need to adjust this? It's gonna be my turn.
I don't even know if I'm filming.
So that was perfect for me. How close was my butt to hitting that bump? It felt really close. I had to like pull my butt up off the seat a little bit as I went over it just to make sure.
I actually saw Dad make smoke.
That's just the dust coming off the line. It's nothing to do with my weight. Right, honey? Let's inspect our things here. Yeah, all of our connections seem to be holding. All right, so this setup seems to have worked out great. Woo! So for about 40 bucks, we were able to safely upgrade our zip line so that we could get another 10, 15 feet out of it, make it more fun, a little bit longer. Yeah, it would have been more ideal to have bought a longer one in the first place, but I think this is a good option if you already have one and you're looking to upgrade it a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to watch some of our other videos if you want more backyard obstacle course fun or family hikes. And until next time, get outside, get off the couch, and have a fun-sized adventure of your own.